But apart from their offense and moving to their defense here, definitely coming off a great defensive game, holding the T-Wolves in check in under 90 points in game 2, not to mention on some ugly field goal shooting, 38% from the field, and even worse 3-point shooting, 21% from the field. And that's after game 1 where they let them shoot 50% from beyond the arc, knocking down 21 made 3-point shots, and they cannot forget about that. Can't revert back to their defense in game 1, some lackadaisical defense, poor communication, and simply not getting it done. Gotta maintain what they did, but that will definitely be easier said than done. After having a few days off, not only will the Lakers be rested, but the T-Wolves might have them figured out a bit more too. If you have no idea what they did and how they kind of contained their offense, and specifically a guy like Anthony Edwards, they did a lot of both a zone defense and a man defense, even kind of at the same time as well. Doing a lot of what's called a box and one defense, meaning with 4 players forming a box shaped kind of zone, apart from the guy defending the on ball, that being the one guy in a man coverage, often being Rui Hachimura or Austin Reeves defending Anthony Edwards, but all 4 guys behind him playing more of a zone defense that literally does resemble kind of a box. No matter where the ball handler goes and the on-ball defender following him, the defense behind him and the box-shaped defense kind of follows him, maintaining that form and structure to not allow the player to attack the rim and get past or isolate the on-ball defender, offering help behind him that does not involve a double team or any kind of specific trap, simply more of a light zone defense that doesn't really exactly resemble a traditional zone defense, but it did work against Ant in game 2, even with him saying that he didn't really understand what they were doing and they will have to try to figure it out after game 2. And well, hopefully they didn't, but here's what he had to say about it.
Like early in the game. Yeah.
What did you see? It seemed like the ball movement, body movement was a little less today. What kind of do you think contributed to that?
I don't know. It seemed like every time I caught the ball, they kind of went like in a zone in a sense. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of confusing at times, but we'll watch film and be ready.
You know, I'm definitely not going to say they have stopped Ant. That's not been the case here, but they have done a pretty good job at slowing him down up until this point, holding him to 22 points on 8 of 22 from the field in game 1, followed by 25 points on 10 of 22 in game 2. Again, definitely not stopping, but slowing him down and largely containing him, not allowing him to be very efficient at the rim. In his shots at less than 5 feet away from the rim, Ant's only at 50%, and that's not particularly great. Or then from the mid-range, from 10 to 14 feet away from the rim, only 1 of 3 so far, is 2 of 2 from 5 to 9 feet, but up until this point, not been overly efficient and has yet to have a breakout game. So hopefully they can maintain that for game 3, and hopefully he does not figure out what they did in game 2.